What has changed between the face-off and now? Why you believe you're going to knock him out?
Well, obviously when I said somebody's getting knocked out, I was not talking about me. That is obvious. I certainly hope any boxer would say such a thing. It wouldn't be talking about them. But I'm very confident. I had a great camp. You know, it's going to be a very challenging fight. But I'm extremely ready for it, and I'm extremely confident in my abilities. I'm leaving the Madison Square with the belts, and a lot of people are going to be surprised.
And you said that you're going to be different and better than in the Endom fight. How? How are you going to be better?
Well, with what I've done, with the degree of the fight and the intensity I've put in with the mindset of preparing for such a fight. I know I'm heading with even a bigger challenger than there is for Ndam, so I need to be even better at my game than I was against Ndam.
What advice has Oscar and Bernard given you leading up to Saturday?
Destroy him. Destroy him.
That's good advice.
No, Bernard talks to me about his points of views and stuff that he was down this road against Tito, but regarding the advice, they're letting me do what I gotta do, and they know I have a very good team around me, and they're very confident.
But that was a joke when they said destroy him. You were joking.
Yes, that's it. But I'm sure that's the plan.
He obviously has a lot of knockouts. He's very, very active. Is that for you as well to fight sort of fire with fire and be the same like that?
Yeah, well, of course I'm aware of his record and the way he comes and the way he fights, but I'm aware of who I am also and what I bring to the table, so I'm not really concerned about his past. I'm concerned about the present I'm going to have with him October 17th.
Do you expect more nerves and more butterflies from this fight on Saturday? Just because there'll be more eyeballs watching the fight?
Not at all. A ring is a square ring. There's two fighters on it, and whoever is at top of their game, whoever is at this level, every little detail makes a big difference. So I believe I've done everything I have to do to bring this fight home.
What is your temperament on the fact that Abel Sanchez keeps saying you're going past 4 rounds, yet you're both almost equal physically, your reach is the same, your punching power is the same, you're equal in punching power. So what's the reaction when he says that, well, we're going to beat David Lemieux?
When did he say that? I don't even...
He's been saying it.
I don't pay attention to what he says, because first of all, I'm not fighting Abel Sanchez. I'm fighting Golovkin. He can say what he wants. He wants to boost up his fighter, but to me it makes no difference, Some trainers, they get overexcited and they want to start talking for their fighters. October 17th is me against Golovkin, and his trainer is going to swallow his words if that's what he said.
So you have the eye of the tiger mentality when you go into that ring the 17th.
I'm going to be a lion in there. There's nothing that's going to get in my way.
You mentioned something before in one of your interviews about the fact that this fight is similar to David Goliath, and I'm quoting you. And this David is going to repeat history because he's also going to win.
That's how the story goes. That's how the story goes. We said a little joke about that, but it is kind of a David and Goliath. Everybody's impressed at this big GGG name. Yes, he's very impressive. He's very talented. But there's also that little David, that's making a lot of noise. It's a lot of.
You don't see it like that, though. You don't see it. You're not David. You're not David Golovkin.
I am David.
Not the little David.
Not the little David. I know what I'm going in with, and I'm going in with a nice package to deliver to Golovkin. So,
when you sat down,
Sure.
When you sat down during the face-off with Gennady, what did you take away just from me? You're sitting there right there watching him. What was your takeaway, being so close to him and I guess observing him up that close? Is there anything that stood out to you?
I was trying to figure out what he was saying because his English is pretty good, but he's gotta keep working on it. There's some words that he's not too good with, but I was just observing him and looking how he is. Eyes don't lie, everything is in the eyes, and it's nothing. It's a part of the game to be to do that. It was fun. I was visualizing him a bit.
What did you see in his eyes?
Well, I saw what I needed to see.
Fear?
Caution, of course. He's a well-rounded up guy. He's like I said, it's gonna be a lion against another lion in there. It's gonna be a big fight, a big challenge. He's very confident in his abilities. I don't doubt it, but he's also aware of what I bring to the table. So it's going to be a serious fight.
Can you talk about why you fight? You spoke to HBO earlier, and I see this as the first big fight in the post-Mayweather era. Why you fight? It's not for money, you said. Why do you fight?
Well, this fight, of course, I want to feed my kids. This is how I bring money to the table, which is logical. This is how I make my money. But the primary interest is not coins and nickels. It's making history, and this is what you're gonna leave behind. This is how people are gonna remember you. People aren't gonna remember you with what you have in the bank account. People are gonna remember you with what you did and what you said you're gonna do and how you did it and how I came back up from where I was down. So this is what is my primary interest: making history, making legacy, getting respect, putting smart things out there.
Talking about children, are you a single parent, and how do you balance everything?
My story is a bit complicated. Yeah, I have two kids. Yeah, my son lives in Russia. He's actually going to be here with the mother of my son, and my daughter lives with me in Montreal. I have her split custody. Yeah, I'm a single parent living, but to me it's very easy because I love what I do. I train and I take care of my kids, and I think it's the best thing in the world. You see your seeds grow while you're growing. There's nothing better.
During the face-off, was it tense at all, or was it pretty relaxed between you and Gennady during that relationship?
It was very relaxed. Nobody was trying to prove no points to nobody. We're just giving our opinion on what we're gonna do on October 17th. I'm a confident fighter. I don't have to bad trash anybody and say blah blah blah. Because one way or another, whatever you say or whatever you do, October 17th, you're gonna have to do what you gotta do. So there's no point of pushing each other, swearing at each other, or talking all that blah blah. Come October 17th, it's right around the corner, and it's history in the making.
Did he seem smaller? Some guys had that reaction when they see him for the first time, because in the ring he might look a lot bigger, but when they see him close up, he's small. They're surprised by his size. Did that take you?
I was surprised by his head. He has a big head. I'm like, this guy, see where he caps? But no, he has. I was surprised. He was even a bit bigger than I thought he was. He's not too far from my height. He's the size he is. I thought he was smaller though, but face to face he was a bit bigger.
What does it mean if and when you win? How big do you blow up in Canada, and are you the best fighter in the world if you beat this guy, when you beat this guy?
Well, he's the best out. He's what they see as the best fighter out there. So when I do what I gotta do and prove what I have to prove, people will speak for themselves. They'll see what they have to see with their own eyes. I don't have to say anything. People will say it.
Do you have to stop him in this fight, or can you go the distance and win it?
I'm ready for anything. I'm ready to go the distance. I'm ready to, if it lasts a couple of rounds, obviously. I'm ready for anything. I wouldn't be surprised at any kind of anything in a fight like this. If I drop him or if it goes to distance, he's a serious fighter, so I'm ready for anything.
Lemieux, I saw one of your HBO ads, and you was doing barbecue in the back of your house, and you said you was going to have a dessert for Golovkin. How long you been waiting for that dessert?
Man, it's been a long time I've been waiting to have some good dessert, so the best dessert is going to be on October 17th, yeah.
Have you been able to watch any film on him, and is there any fight in particular you were able to take something away from? You saw a flaw in his game?
Well, we of course, obviously, we studied him a lot with my trainers and everything. We made sure to be careful at each detail because that's how you study a fighter and you break him down. And we saw what we needed to see to make sure we're ready.